Hey guys, this is Rajiv Ghosh, your experience coach, and thanks for watching this video. I'm sure you will take inspiration in what I'm trying to tell you, and whatever I have achieved in the last 3 decades. After managing almost about 4,500 professionals, working professionals, I will say. It's all about motivation. If you have the right motivation inside you, and it's all there inside you, as I say, if it's there, you will definitely succeed. But one topic which I felt I would like to share, and would like to quickly show you something related to how you can manage situations. If you just want to do something, you can do it. So it's all about how you go about doing things the right way. So how you can grow money at the workplace without having to do something which is not related to you. So let me quickly share a slide related to you know workplace, I will say, etiquettes and workplace skills. What are the things you need? People always want to follow method of trying to be overconfident in front of the HR, or in terms of trying to demand when they want to have a career growth for themselves, or they want to demand a higher salary, and you try to over emphasize that you have done a lot for the company, and things go haywire. And it's a not good practice that you put your ego in front of yourself when you want to really do something. So to make things easy, these are the few things, few 5 tips, I will say, that you need to follow to ensure that you grow your money from the workplace that you are working at. And you need to just follow these steps. First and foremost, as I said, you need to focus on your skills, and you need to keep growing at it. A lot of people just do it for today and tomorrow, and then they don't grow. They don't put their focus to relearn and reskill themselves. So it's very, very important that you keep scaling up your skill levels. Whatever it may be today, you have to change, you have to grow, you have to enhance your knowledge, so that your performance also comes out to be much better than what it was in the past. So you have to do it consistently. You just can't do it for today and tomorrow. Second is, you have to ensure you have marketable skills. So if you are not marketable in the workplace, or in the market, career market, you have a problem. You have to see which areas are there. For that, you have to identify. There's a lot of material in Google. There's a lot of statistics which will tell you which are the skill areas which are having scope. You have to catch one particular area. It may be, see, I cannot give any particular line, because all lines are good as long as you have the desire to learn and to improve on yourself. And that will become a marketable skill for you for the next 15, 20, 30 years. But then you have to have that desire to learn and enhance your knowledge. Your first few years, post your graduation or engineering or whatever, is about developing skills. So that's very, very important that you put your focus on that. Third point is, you should set short-term goals for your career growth. If you have started your career, you should say that 2 years down the line I'll be a team leader, and 3.5 years down the line I'll be a manager, and then I'll be a unit manager or a module manager, or next 10 years I'll be a AVP, and 15 years I'll be a VP, or 20 years I'll be a VP. Based on your confidence skill levels, you have to have those kind of skills. You should have those goals also set for yourself, and don't aim too high. Go every 2 years and see how you are working towards it. Have a what you call desire to write diaries. I always believe that when you put it down on paper, you put it down in a diary, you'll always have that ability to revisit that diary after a few years and check that what you thought and what you did, is it the same? You may have a 10% to 15% variation. That is perfectly fine. But at least you will know that, yes, you are growing in the system. Fourth point is enhancing your communication skills. This I consider a very, very important thing. Even though your technicality or your domain may not be very strong with you, which is the case in many people, their domain knowledge is not that sharp. But if your communication is good and you can convey things better than anybody else, then you have a good growth path, and you will get raises accordingly. You will get your appraisal also accordingly. Even the company will respect and regard you for your skills. related to communication, how you convey yourself. That is very, very important. And ultimately, it's the good rapport that you build. So the rapport building is very, very important when it comes to talking and communicating with your team members. If you are not a good rapport builder, if you don't keep good relations with people around you, including your management and your manager or team leader, you have a challenge at hand. It's very, very important to keep yourself and your team in good books. And for that, you have to be a good performer. You have to be a good productive resource for the organization, and you should keep creating that value what you have. Without value, you cannot grow yourself. So that value that you provide to your workplace is very, very important. And just keep focused at doing the right thing, and all your appraisals, all the growth will all happen at the right time. And you don't need to go and start demanding high salaries at the wrong time. And I tell you, those people who start demanding high salaries in a few years' time, 5 to 7 years or 10 years, they get fizzled out because the market stops accepting them. Because the social media is so strong that you do bad in one organization, and if you are demanding, and if the word goes out that so and so person, he's very demanding and not a good resource, through HR and background verification, people come to know what you are. So nowadays things are very, very strong. So networking happens in in a few days or maybe in a few hours. So always ensure that you have a good rapport with your people, with the people around you, and your background verification should be spot on. It has to be, uh, the verification that you have, the background that you provide to the organization should always be, positive. So the more positive background that you provide, the more the chances that you will succeed not only in that organization, but even in the future organizations that you work. So I hope you have got the tips. Do feel free to share your comments, and I'm always there to help you guys to improve upon your thought process. Okay, thanks for watching, and see you again in another video. Thank you. Bye bye.